views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Sky's the limit, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
We don't fight for rings and stuff like that. I don't fear anyone.
En este deporte no se viene a jugar y no le tengo miedo a nadie.
You don't come to play in this sport. I fear no one in this sport.
Does that mean that you will fight Triple G later this year?
Como lo dije en la pelea pasada, ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes.
As I said in the last fight, right now I'll put on the gloves again.
¡Viva México!
Canelo wants to unify all the titles.
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take his power?
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me, so talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game can see the Boxing Voice.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, joined alongside Michael Gross, and we're going to be discussing this weekend's boxing. All the boxing that took place this weekend on ESPN and ESPN Plus, as well as any news and notes that might be out there, any big headlines that you might have missed. This is where we will recap them. The number to call in and give your opinion on any of the topics that we will be discussing, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, you can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. So four main topics for today. ESPN's card, ESPN Plus ESPN. We will be discussing as well whether or not is it true, is it possible. You tell us. Saudi Arabia, Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao. Are they following in the footsteps of Ruiz Joshua 2? We'll also discuss Gennady Golovkin, his legal issues, basically giving everybody in his team the boot. And then, obviously, last but not least, we will be talking Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz, but we'll be talking actually Frank Warren's perspective on this and basically saying this is a cash out. Among other things, he's said a lot, He said Ruiz has a good case not to go there if they went to court. But he's calling this a cash out, among others, right? So we have other news and notes to get to, but those are the big four. So stick around. Hit that thumbs up button if you're just joining us right here. We're going to be talking some boxing. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's go out to Indiana. Big Mike, what it do?
Gennady Production.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
BoxingVoice.com.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. He stayed out for 47.
A man stand up for what he believe in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, what up to everybody out there in the TBV universe? Back with another one. Yeah, man. Great night of fighting, man. I like Navarrete, man. He's a big 122 and seems to pack a lot of power, so we'll definitely break down that fight. But we got some news and notes. Jorge Linares is back in September in Tokyo. Jaime McGill says he wants to move up to 160, and he got his eyes set on Canelo. So he's not going to rush it, but definitely a fight that he wants in his future. But we got a lot more stuff to talk about. So with no further ado, that's what's going on, brother.
What up, man? What up? So we didn't have that much boxing, even though we had a whole bunch of boxing, right? But over on Top Rank, Bob Arum, ESPN Plus, gave us a decent card. I mean, all the A-sides were in. Fights that they were supposed to win. But we can start from the very beginning. Dmitry Yun.
What a fight.
Yeah.
What a nice little fight to start it off.
This fight made me Google the opponent and check, did he come off of a win? Was he coming off of a loss? And just making sure that they were matchmaking properly, because watching this guy go down in the first round, I said, damn, is this Robisi Ramirez all over again? Like, what the hell's going on over at Top Rank?
Power, bro. Dmitry Yun touched that power. He was like, whoa. And I was like, damn, we just went down the first round. Wow.
Yeah. No, he ended up going down twice. This was a lightweight contest. Javier Martinez, 36-year-old journeyman, absolutely no technique to him, just big puncher.
I just got to say, that he must have got like 4 teeth in his mouth. Because his mouthpiece fell like 8 times. Got deducted 2 points.
I didn't know if he was doing that on purpose, and that was the biggest issue. Imagine he doesn't get those 2 points deducted. He wins this fight, or at the very least a draw. 2 knockdowns. I don't know. I mean, it was a 6-rounder, so maybe he could have still lost, but it would have definitely been hard, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, them knockdowns were big, man. He showed that he had a lot of power, too. I think I did box recommend. He got like a split decision, lost his last fight or something like that. But Dmitry Yun, man, he definitely gonna have a tough road.
All his losses are by decision.
Yeah, so he definitely gonna have Young gonna definitely have a tough road if he's losing to a guy. Well, not losing, but getting knocked down by a guy like this. Because the guy was like 4-6, I believe. You know what I'm saying? And he came out with that mask, that white kind of mask. You know what I'm saying? It was like kind of reminiscent of Danny's mask, but it was like a little bit different. But I thought that was kind of cool.
So he's with the Igis Klimas gang over there, all the Russians and Ukrainians. And he was supposed to be the goods. I guess they'll pump the brakes on him because he went down in his first fight too, Dmitry Yun. So, he was also deducted 1 point for hitting behind the head in his last fight. So, actually, he didn't go down. That's what he was. He had a point deduction, so he was fighting off a deficit in that first 4-rounder. Now, in this 6-rounder, he went down twice, once in the first and once in the third. But I don't know what to say about him, bro. He was doing good work, and he just he would get caught. He was only losing whenever he got caught. Obviously, he was backing up in a straight line. He was making some mistakes. He had his hands down and stuff like that at times. But he didn't really seem to have too much pop, right? Like this 36-year-old dude, Javier, it really showed that he was 36, in my opinion.
Now, there was points where Young was just boxing the shit out of him, like the second and third round. But that 4th round, he got caught again. Or was it the 3rd round he got caught? But in between those points, he was doing a tremendous job keeping his range, moving around, pivoting, really boxing his fucking head off. But as soon as he got into like that little squabble, that little inside fighting, and dude caught him with that big shit, he just couldn't take the power.
I just didn't like his power, though, because he was working to the body. He was working in combination, and he couldn't get this guy out of there at all. Now, I get it. This guy's never been stopped, but, like, he wasn't even getting a knockdown. He was beating him to the body, but I'm not going to spend too much time on Young. Prospect coming out of that Igis Klimas, obviously with Top Rank. We'll see what happens. As soon as I seen him get dropped twice, I thought to myself, damn, would they cut him like they did Solomon, right? Like, what are the grounds to being cut from a promotional contract? Are these it, right? First fight, point deduction. Second fight, 2 knockdowns. It ain't looking good if it's a report card, that's for sure. The next fight was Janibek, Alimkhanuly. He stopped Stuart McClellan. Yo, I'm going to say this, bro. I talk a lot of shit on this show, and I get it, bro. But honestly,
I don't know what I got to do for him.
Honestly, I'm better than Stuart McClellan.
Yes. I was going down that road too, my nigga.
No bullshit. I don't know. Yo, the fact that he has some nice shorts with WBC patches and everything and, like, his name and glitter, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Who did that? This dude has absolutely no skill.
No skill.
Like,
look, man, I don't want to be fucking mean on the guy, but bro.
No. That's not being mean. That's telling the truth, bro. I mean, I've seen bar fights better than this dude's skill.
Yeah, it was something. I was just like, bro, where did they find this guy at? And especially, like, I'm just glad. I'm just glad he didn't get hurt because he was not supposed to be in the ring with I can't even say his name, but yeah, wasn't supposed to be in the ring with him at all.
I mean, we'll go with Janibek, Janibek, right? They were saying Janibek, whatever. We'll go with Janibek, and I don't know about his power either though. This is 7th fight, 3rd KO. He wasn't. I mean, this dude right here, bro, was a bum. Like, yeah. I feel super safe saying he's a bum because the dude that challenges me, like, yo, you can't be calling no fighters a bum. I'll fight that dude. I'll fight Stuart. I could call him a bum because I'm willing to fight him. I ain't going to call Joshua no bum because I ain't going to fight Joshua. I'll fight Stuart. Fuck out of here. That dude, man, Top Rank should be ashamed of themselves. Let me tell you something. I just thought, first of all, that fight should have been stopped.
That ain't the worst, though, bro.
It should have been stopped. Janibek just don't look like he got no power, so they let it go on until they finally stopped it. Like, this dude was going to come from behind with a knockout. I mean, this dude did not belong there. That's all I can say.
Nah, it was a fight a couple months ago where it was a black guy, and I forgot who he was fighting. But it was on Top Rank, too. The black guy's legs was just moving all herky-jerky. Like, he was not supposed to be in the ring. Like, so Top Rank is not the first time doing this. It's like the second time that I can remember off the top of my head.
Bro, the fact that these things are on TV and they don't care that they showcases like to this degree, it's insane. It's just
yes, sir.
But yeah, man, Janibek looked good. Combination punches. An aggressor, a showman, and an entertainer. He egged on the crowd, wanted them to get involved. So I'm willing to see him again. Now, I'm not gonna hold the Stuart McClellan opponent against him. He could only fight who's in front of him. But someone that I'm hoping I could get behind. I'm hoping Mike is hearing my words instead of twisting them in the future. Someone I'm hoping I could get behind is Freddie Roach trained Elvis Rodriguez. Swing bout on a Top Rank card. Dominican, southpaw. Big power. What I see from the door, he's definitely right hook happy, and he needs to be told to work off the jab. He immediately got a first round knockdown. So, I mean, he went hook crazy. But he ultimately got the stoppage. Is looking good. Second stoppage. They're calling him a puncher. But at this level, I mean, your first 15, you should be stopping. Now, I know that might change now. With this generation, all the fighters being on TV, maybe they get tougher opposition sooner, hence Robisi Ramirez. But, Rodriguez looking nice. You know, I ain't gonna front, though, Mike. I was like saying to myself, man, I hope he leaves Roach. Like, I don't believe in Roach no more. I'm just keeping it G. I don't care if he gets mad. Like, I don't know who he's winning with. The Pacquiao win, I never gave him credit for that. I was one of those haters that never, like, come on, bro. Like, Pacquiao was always going to be, just like Floyd was always going to be, because we seen Roach and Floyd Mayweather seen to try to train different people, and it just don't work. Even Roger, it just don't work. Like, those dudes were just special. They were going to be who they were. Just like Virgil Hunter and Ward. He was going to be who he was. Virgil had hell of people after Ward. It just ain't work. It just ain't work. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see my man go with somebody else, man. I don't know what and I know that might sound disrespectful to a couple of listeners and boxing enthusiasts and shit, but like, I don't know what Freddie's over there showing people anymore, man. It's just like, you know, I feel like he's too big and he's got too much work. So I know he's pushing him off. The whole Andy Ruiz, Abel Sanchez story. It's like, he's too busy. He's too busy. But whatever. That's my piece.
I mean, I won't go that far and say tell him to get rid of Freddie. I mean, I think Freddie has a lot of experience that he could help him out with. You know what I'm saying? Give him tips, give him things like that, and maybe down the road he might move on from Freddie. But I think right now Freddie's a good look for him. I did like the kid last night. He did show some power, show some pop. Knocked the guy down twice. So I'm excited to see Elvis again. Hopefully they bring him back quickly since it was only like a 2-round fight.
Well, the reason I say get rid of Freddie is because, look, my man, if you go watch the fight, it's only like a 2-round fight. He gets the right hook knockdown, then it's just like Right hook, right hook, right hook. Right. Like, where's Freddie at to be like, yo, come on, champ, pump that jab. You know what I'm saying? The hook is going to come. You know, I don't know. And I know that's soon. But I'm also factoring in that, like, yo, Freddie ain't been winning. He ain't been winning with who? He more of a jinx than a fucking winner at this point right now. But, yeah, that was Elvis Rodriguez gets the stoppage. I also want to say, man, the commentating is getting better, or there's just no.
You said that.
What?
I was going to agree with that because I do think like the commentary from ESPN has got a lot better, especially from Tim Bradley.
Yeah, Tim trying to be real now. I think he heard the show on his way to work, man.
Big shout out to Bo Mac for doing a good job too on the
undercards. Yes, man. It's getting better. I was gonna go, I was gonna leave it like out there for the universe to answer, because I was gonna say I don't know if it's because it wasn't a lot of boxing, or they just doing better. But I know for sure he's trying to do better. And we'll talk about him a little later, even though Mike left him off the news.
I didn't know if he wanted to do it again this week.
I know. He did. You left him off purposely. He
did put his foot in his mouth, you know what I'm saying? So we'll talk about that for sure.
Exactly why you left him off, because it ain't suit you. But it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about something else that you really don't want to talk about either. Easy pickings, who's next, what's left.
Chris Van Heerden, really? You want to go that route?
Leftovers, Tupperware, warm them up, whatever you want to call them. And no disrespect to Chris Van Heerden, but my man Aslanbek, he should have got stopped. Aslanbek gets stopped by Terrence Crawford, and we'll just end it there, because we're not even going to take this kid across the street. We don't really deal with garbage over there. So
it was a brutal fight, though, man. A lot of headbutts, a lot of cuts, you know what I'm saying? A lot of big swing and misses.
Shout out to Van Heerden for having such a following. He had a good 40, 50 people in the front, right? That was at least 40, 50.
Too. He was out there strutting the shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, on certain rounds, because, his tank was deceiving him on others.
Yeah. But, the guy he fought was just rough and rugged, and he made the fight dirty, and he was having some success. I would say that, but it just Chris Van Heerden started using his length, started pivoting. Dude couldn't really fuck with him. He wanted to fight to me, you know what I'm saying? But they did that fight end? No, that was just Magdaleno. I thought that fight was gonna get stopped, but they went the whole 10.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. When I seen him go 10 with this dude that Top Rank found, wherever they found him, I said to myself, no, because I know what they're doing. So my thing is like, all right, I'll play that game with you guys. Is he worth it? Is he going to give Terrence rounds? Because that's what this is. This is the whole merry-go-round, let's build Terrence an opponent. And it's just like, Van Heerden ain't ready. He ain't ready. Don't put him in there with Terrence. Then this dude goes down. His legacy is 2 world title shots, or like fighting Earl for no title, then fighting Terrence for a title when both fights he wasn't ready. He's just not ready. He's just not ready, He got some good boxing ability. He pivots. He turns well, but he ain't ready. He ain't ready for Terrence, man. Let him fight Collazo, Amir Iman. Build the guy out of those guys. Let the best man rise to the top, then face Crawford. But don't put these guys in with Crawford yet, man. Let these guys get some round. I mean, look, he went 10 with this dude. Looked like he was Teen Wolf turning into the wolf during the fight, bro. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I definitely don't think Chris Van Heerden should be a Terrence Crawford opponent anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? Build him up. You fight Collazo. You fight Jose Benavidez, Amir Iman, like you said. You know what I'm saying? Different opponents. Maybe even fight Carlos Adames at 154. I don't know if Van Heerden is going to be going up in weight. Was this fight at welterweight or was it at 154?
Nah, this was at welterweight, right? I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure it was at welter. That's all they were talking about, And they were trying to, make him seem like he was doing good, but then he was like losing his, his tank was just deceiving him. And you can tell that this name has been thrown out to Bomac because he's like, oh, yeah, I ain't really want to talk about dude because he had to talk about Earl, but he ain't really want to talk about Earl because, obviously it's Earl. But he watched this fight because either he was preparing for the telecast, obviously, which is the logical thing, right? He could be preparing for the telecast, or he's preparing for the fighter. The name came across the desk, and he's getting ready for that.
Well, maybe a little bit both, but I don't think Van Heerden should be thrust into a Terrence Crawford fight right now. He's not, like you said, he's not ready, and he's just not on the level yet. You know what I mean? No disrespect, but Terrence Crawford would have destroyed his opponent last night and probably destroyed him in the same night. But yeah, man, they're trying to do something over there on Top Rank, trying to build Terrence a opponent, trying to find somebody that they can make look good or rise to the top, like you said, out of Galazzo and Benavidez and Amiri Bond and now Van Heerden. So one of those guys is going to be lucky enough to get a shot. I would expect them four to fight, and then them two fight each other. The winners fight each other, then the winner get a shot at Crawford.
The issue with our plan is Crawford don't want to wait, and he doesn't deserve to be shelved because the opposition sucks. So today I'm definitely saying, he's gonna have to fight one of them. But today I'm also saying the minute the fight's announced with one of these dudes not on his level, I'm going to rip it. But I understand that this is something that has to be. Like, he can't just sit out. Like, when did he last fight?
I mean, I hope Bob can make an offer to somebody over there on PBC. Maybe he can get Danny, try to get Ugas or something like that. Maybe Lipinets. He's highly ranking.
Do you really want Ugas, though? Is Ugas going to do it for you? I mean, honestly speaking, bro, Ugas is on that. Champion. I hear it's a common opponent thing. I hear that angle, but it's that whole Felix Diaz, John Molina, Terrence Crawford fights. It's gonna fall down that aisle. He didn't do a good enough job in fighting Sean Porter. I know some people thought he won, but that's the thing. It wasn't enough people where at least Felix Diaz went into the Crawford fight where a lot of people thought he beat Lamont Peterson. This is nothing like that.
It's a lot of people that think Ugas beat Porter. I mean,
not enough, man. I don't think that the drum is being beat as much as it was beat for Felix Diaz.
Because can Felix speak English?
I doubt it.
Oh, okay.
He's Dominican.
That doesn't matter.
He's Dominican. He was trained by Joel Diaz at the time. I highly doubt. I mean, I know his
English
English
Ugas can't speak English, so he can't really bang the drum for himself. No one saying to the American public, but it's a couple guys that really think that Ugas did enough to win. I was one of them the night of the fight when we watched it, but it is what it is.
Honestly speaking, man, like, it's even for Danny, like, I need a fight from Danny to know that he could beat Bud. Unfortunately, he ain't, like, there's not an available tough fight out there for him to take that'll tell us that. And
Mike Garcia.
Hell no, man. Yo, beating Mikey means nothing to me. Okay, I'm the same dude. I'm the same dude that said Earl beating him back in June 2018 meant nothing. I knew he would do it. He went around and did it. Only difference he showed us that he could be Mexican and throw 1,000 punches. Cool. Cool. You know what I'm saying? But I knew what was going to happen. So for Danny, man, look, I don't know. I mean, I guess it would be good. I do want the fight. I do want the fight. I do want the fight, Mike, but I ain't going to lie. I could jump on that train just to, it don't even make sense.
Would you rather have Danny and Mikey or Danny and Bud?
It won't suit my argument for me to say that Danny beating Mikey it doesn't prove it to me, honestly. Like, from the depths of my heart, it doesn't show me, oh shit, he gonna beat Bud. Nah, you gotta beat like a Bud. You gotta beat like a Bud or like.
That's the fight for Danny right now. Like, when you look at it, what's gonna fight Lipinets? I mean, because Porter and Spencer are already tied up, and then Thurman's gonna be out for the rest of the year.
I think Danny and they team are strategic, so they going the vacant WBA route, bro.
The vacant regular?
Yeah, it was good enough for Pacquiao. It was gonna be good enough for him. If y'all called Pacquiao an 8 champion or 10, he gonna be like, now Danny, I'm telling you, like,
isn't Mario Barrio supposed to be going for that belt?
it might be versus Danny then. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not saying I like it. Is Danny gonna sit out? He could also sit out and wait. He's number 1 in the WBC. He could wait to see what happens.
The WBC said that the winner between Porter and Spence will have mandatories to take care of after that fight, and we never know when the IBF is going to spring up what the weight mandatory on Spence. So
yeah, and you got that dude Abdul Khalid or whatever there
at number 1.
At number 1, he had 1 since August 5th. So yeah, I mean, for Danny, is he willing to cross that street though? Let's just be real, man.
Bob gotta make the offer great, man.
I just don't see these dudes.
And they gotta do like better like press tours, bro. Like I know Top Rank, they like to do 1 or 2, but like if you make a fight with Danny, I want to see Vegas. I want to see LA. I want to see Omaha. I want to see Philly. I want to see New York. I want to see a 5-city press tour and really get this fight out there to the masses.
Yo, but think about it, bro. When it comes to the other side, they don't play fair, man. Ramirez got $4 million. Upwards of $4 million, they said. And he's Ramirez. They offered $4 million to Danny. Like, you already know they not playing fair. Derevchenko getting offered 5.5. They're not playing fair. They're going to have to... And the thing is, there ain't no money for that fight. How many pay-per-views does it do? Because look at the Khan fight. Like, I honestly, man, I ain't think Khan was gonna do that bad with Crawford.
I did because, bro, nobody thought.
I ain't think that bad, bro.
Stephen A. Smith asked Khan, what can you do not to get knocked out by Terrence Crawford? That's the question he posted. Khan like, he's like, we don't. I mean, you're a champion, ex-champion, all that, but we don't think you can beat him. Like, what can you do not to get knocked out? So, from a guy who has a position like that, they're going to influence a lot of people. That just spread the seed. Like, nobody thought Khan was going to be in the competition. And I said it when the fight was announced. Do not put this fight on pay-per-view. And what Bob do, he didn't listen to me. He put it on pay-per-view, and you see what it did. And now people got more ammo and more evidence to go against Terrence Crawford and his pay-per-view numbers.
Bruh. They gotta be mad over there, man. They being managed poorly, man. Them pay-per-view decisions are ultimately scars on his resume, man. And because of those pay-per-view mishaps, it even has me second guessing, can Danny do it? Because that's another thing, Mike. Do you really want to fight Danny on pay-per-view and then it turn around and be bomb? And now everybody's saying it was Danny. Like they telling Earl, oh, it was Mikey. Earl got to now prove it in this fight that it wasn't Mikey. Don't shake your head no like it ain't fucking true. It's true.
I know, yeah, bro. I totally, but I just think that if they do something like that, man, maybe do a co-pay-per-view so you can run this shit on Fox and run it on ESPN. Like, these guys, when they do pay-per-views, bro, they don't put in the advertising dollars. Like, I don't see, well, I take it back because Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman did a lot of advertising, and you see how well that did, upwards of 500 to 600,000. So that's a good look. So if they just keep on doing that, and now you got two guys in their prime who have history in the amateurs who take shots at each other every now and again. I remember you did an interview with Danny. You know what I'm saying? He was, you know what I'm saying? He said a couple of things about Terrence Crawford. So these guys got a little beef, you know what I'm saying? So I guarantee you when the fight happens or it get announced, the press conferences can really sell the fight, guys. There's going to be a lot of shit talking. I don't think Danny's going to hold back any. I don't think Terrence going to. I think you might see the Terrence you see on IG and social media with one of these guys like Earl or Danny or even Keith Thurman, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are the guys that are going to bring it out, the personality of Terrence Crawford.
Yo, you know, they probably overcooked that fight too, man. Social media wasn't as hot back then, but Angel had some comments for Terrence once. And, then Terrence and Danny went at it. I think Terrence might have called Angel like a cokehead or something. Then they start talking about how they beat each other and Danny basically said, like, bruh, I beat you for free. Why won't I beat you for money now?
That's the thing you gotta do. If you're Bob, I know you want to get your guy Kavaliauski's in there, but he ain't deserved to fucking be a title challenger right now.
Bro, I never even seen him fight.
I seen him fight against Ray Robinson, and I know he was going to lose going in because Ray Robinson gave Ugas a good fight until he got knocked out. So it's just like, you know, I don't want to see Kavaliauski. I would rather see Danny. So hopefully, if Danny and Mikey don't fight, make Danny a nice offer, man. Give him $8 million to come over and fight. Put it on pay-per-view. Do the proper advertising. Run Danny's highlights against Thurman. Run his highlights against Sean Porter. Run the Granados knockout. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you do a good job at really promoting, because half the time you guys do pay-per-views, like the promotion side of it is not great. You know what I'm saying? We don't get all access. We barely get a motherfucking face-to-face. Like, we need this to make the casual fan more excited about the fights. So that's my take on it. I don't want to see Kavaliauskis. I don't want to see Van Heerden. I don't want to see what's the guy's name that just signed? Amir Imam. I don't want to see Jose Benavidez again. I don't want to see none of those guys. And this is coming from a Terrence Crawford fan. I want to see the best, man. I want to see Terrence Crawford in there against Danny. A red hot Danny right now, coming off a big knockout of Granados, who's never been stopped before. I want to see Danny in there with the winner of Porter and Spence. So, I mean, not Danny, but Crawford in there with the winner of Porter and Spence. So it's just frustrating, man, because we're not getting these fights. It's really heartaching too, man, because I feel like the public is being denied of some great fights right now, and I don't understand, like, what's the hold up and what's the why can't we get these fights? You know, I know it's a business. I understand that, but when you got a welterweight division that's hot right now, man, with Manny Pacquiao, you know what I'm saying, that people are paying attention to, you gotta strike while the iron's hot. You know what I'm saying? You can't just wait around. People start to forget about that shit. Go ahead, Ness. Sorry about that. I'm going on a tangent.
Nah. I hear you, man. I hear you. Let me see, what else do we got? So that Van Heerden threw us into a Terrence Crawford. We're gonna be back with some
like
Crawford,
it always does. We got Arnold Barboza Jr. gives a beating to Ricky Sismundo.
I'm only gonna talk about this dude because they try, and this is what I'm saying. These top ranked diets are so strategic. Like, they trying to sell you this dude.
We get guys like what's the guy's name? Patrick Day fighting Adamas. Like, those are like good barometers fight, but I don't know how they find these guys.
Bro, Arnold Barboza, they trying to set him up for Ramirez. I guess it's going to be Ramirez save Mark, come back home fight. And that's exactly what it is. There's no way.
A come home fight, okay.
Yeah. Because he just beat the 2 titles.
I was thinking the winner of Pedraza and Zapata was going to get a shot at Ramirez down the line.
Why the fuck would you, as a champ, that just unify, you want a voluntary. You don't want another tough fight.
I wasn't saying like
he had a tough fight with Zapata and Pedraza, period, a tough fight. But, I mean, I think Barboza is slow enough, methodic enough that Ramirez and Robert Garcia going to jump on this fight. This is going to be a save March, come homecoming. I mean, look, Barboza, he seems to have power. I don't know if he was a bodybuilder or whatnot, because he got like a wide-ass muscular back. But the dude he was in there with, bro, the dude looked like a featherweight. He looked like a 126-pounder. And Barboza just wasn't doing nothing. Like, at one time, he almost hurt the dude enough, and the dude just went down, like almost like Erickson Lubin dropped, but didn't go down. He like, nah, nigga, I ain't giving you no knockdown. And I'm like, get out of here, bro. Like, I don't know. Barboza's just not ready, in my opinion. He's not ready. There's a lot of these dudes not ready. But Top Rank is, they setting it up. It doesn't mean anything, right? Like, they saying, yeah, he wants a shot at Ramirez. He might get a shot at It really doesn't mean he getting a shot. But sometimes, when they saying this stuff, they setting you up. They letting you know what's to come. And if this does come true, man, I'm picking Ramirez by stoppage.
I wouldn't mind seeing Barboza fight Matias. I know Matias is probably not mentally ready to, like, come back yet, but I think that would be a good fight for Barboza and Matias.
What's the first name on Matias?
It's slipping me right now, but He's the guy that fought Maxim Dadashev.
Oh.
So I don't know what kind of mental space he is right now, but I mean, outside of everything that happened, I mean, he was showing that he could possibly be a player in the 140 division. So, Sabrina Matias, some crazy name, but yeah, I want to see him back on top right. Hopefully that they bring him back.
I'm about to Google Ricky Sismundo. I bet you he was like a featherweight. They blew him up for this fight, bro. That fight looked crazy. He was so little.
Really? I didn't even see this fight. I turned to what's it called, man. I started watching.
Look, he fought Barboza at 140. I can't even lie. His last this dude's been fighting at 140 for at least 7 fights, bro. Insane.
Sabrio.
He's 5'5", bro. He's 5'5". And look,
5'5"?
Yo, and Barboza's 5'9" was looking like 6 feet in there. Cause he got the killer reach too. That reach is long. Let me see how long is Simundo's reach.
Okay, they saying Sismundo got knocked out by Dadashev too.
Oh yeah, well there you go. Well Barboza did get the stoppage.
So I mean, yeah, it's good for him, right?
I guess, man. I don't know. He looks slow to me, bro. I'm telling you, he looks slow to me. Look, he looked basic, bro. He looked basic, like he looked like a dude that Ramirez is gonna look very fast against.
Brandon Maurice, I totally agree with you, brother. I don't know where his mental is at right now, but I do want to see him back in the ring, man. Hopefully that don't kill his hope and kill his dreams. You know what I'm saying? I know that probably can take a toll on you.
Jessie Magdaleno gets a technical decision over Rafael Rivera in a tough ass fight.
I know. Bro.
I don't even know what to say about this. Like, I know like, Jessie.
Rivera, do it, but because I had money on him, you know what I'm saying? I was like, nigga, do it, but he just couldn't. Jessie was just a little bit ahead of him, man. A little bit ahead of him. We see why he's a tough challenger, you know what I'm saying? As far as what's the guy's name? Ramirez. Yeah, Rafael Ramirez. I mean, Rivera. So, yeah, man, I was hoping he was going to pull off the upset, but Jessie showed some good boxing skills, some good footwork, and some good hand speed. So, I respect it, man. I respect it, bro. I was just like, it was, I thought the climax was coming to the fight. I thought maybe one guy get a stoppage because Jessie caught Rivera with some heavy shit, you know what I'm saying? But couldn't get him out of there. Headbutt in the 9th round, forced a technical decision due to a cut. So, yeah.
Yeah, man. Before that cut, though, he was in a tough fight, man. You know, I got to see is he still mentally there. Like, this didn't prove that to me. You know, at times, Rivera was putting pressure on him, and he wasn't responding the way I would have loved, you know. Again, this is just a weird ending. I would have liked to see him tough it out. The blood was causing issues as well. You know, even though he started to fight well with the blood towards the end, it was just a lot going on in this fight. And I wish we could have seen the true outcome. But I think he's calling out. Who's he calling out?
Where you at 126 now?
I don't know. You got to check because I seen he definitely said a title shot. And I believe what's her name? Poncha was yeah. They mentioned Shakur. They mentioned Shakur. They mentioned
the other people is Gary Russell, Leo Santa Cruz, and Josh Warrington.
Say what?
Josh, those are the champions at 126. Josh Warrington.
I think this was I think it was Warrington. They said they set him up for Warrington.
That might be a good fight.
Yes.
I don't think that Shakur Stevenson road is a road he want to go down right now.
Say what?
I don't think that Shakur Stevenson road is a road that Jessie Magdaleno wants to go down right now?
I mean, on the telecast, they said nobody wants to go down that road right now. According to them, they saying nobody in the division wants to do that. But like, he's got to, right? Like, there's no other way to go. He's gonna go in house, and it is what it is.
Vacant title shot, probably most likely. I want to see how active Top Rank is going to be trying to unify him like they did Lomachenko.
Unify who? Shakur? They'll do it because the division, they got control over it, right? Like, they got Warrington, they got Frampton. I know he don't got title, but they got Shakur. Who else they got? Valdez moved up.
Is Leo going to really move up and fight Tank?
Probably when push comes to shove, right? You think Heyman going to let Leo fight Shakur?
You're right. You're right about that. You're right. So that belt might become vacant, and they might get Carl Frampton a shot. Who knows?
Yeah, so many things can happen. From here
126 is becoming. I didn't really really know about it back like when I first started, but it's slowly like becoming a division that I'm checking on, you know what I'm saying? Because Shakur's in there. I want to see Garrett Russell back in the ring sometime this year.
I was just about to say, that's the saddest part. We talk about the division, we mention everybody but him, bro. It's like, this dude, why he don't just retire if he don't want to fight, bro? He don't want to fight?
Is it that he don't want to fight, or is he just not being as active? Because he said he wants to be more active now.
Bro, he just want to sit down and get a fight off his name. Like, he got to fight. He got to fight, so people be like, yo, we want to see him versus Warrington. Like, that ain't how it go. We don't just want to see you because we know who you are.
Yeah, man, you got to do something. Like, I totally agree. Like, I've been saying, like, if like, out of sight, out of mind. If you ain't fighting, people don't even know you a champion. Like, sometimes they don't even bring your name up sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's Leo, it's Warrington, is what's my guy's name got the belt right now for the WBO? Not Shakur Stevenson, but the guy who's moving up to fight Jermall Charlo. Oscar Valdez. Is Scott Quigg. Like, we talk about these guys more. We even mentioned Garrett Russell, and it's sad because Gary is a damn good talent. He's one of the, you know what I'm saying, best in his division. Damn good boxer. So it's sad that we don't see him much. You know what I'm saying, but hopefully we will see him before the end of the year, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully they put him back on a Wilder undercard or something.
They need to do something.
I wouldn't mind seeing Garrett Russell. Rigo. I don't think Rigo can really handle 126.
Yo, you said Rigo, and I thought of Gamboa. And you see how cold they let that Gamboa league go with Tank, Especially right now when the whole Farmer thing is heating up and they don't want to go down that route. They need to be throwing that Gamboa seed out there, but they not. So anyway, on the main event, Emanuel Navarrete batters and stops Francisco de Vaca in 3 rounds in another super lopsided fight. This was a fight that really should not have been a main event. Like, how did Navarrete get this as a main event on ESPN? This was not on ESPN, the app. Just to think that once upon a time they had contemplated whether or not to put Crawford or Lomachenko on the ESPN main and not on the app, or on the app and not on the main. Like, they have lost their mind. But let me tell you, Bob obviously sees something that we don't see. Maybe he reminds him of a smaller version of Gilberto Ramirez because they do favor each other. But Bob just gave this dude Mexican Independence Day on the Ottawa Wild and Tyson Fury undercard, bro. This dude is going to be on the undercard, and they're trying to bring in the Mexicans with him. So I don't know, bro.
Bob and ESPN Top Rank are very, very smart. What they did was they piggybacked off the momentum of UFC, because UFC was on right before that fight came on. So it was a lot of viewers probably tuned into to UFC that maybe didn't buy the pay-per-view and just sticked around and watched the Jessie Magdaleno and Navarrete fight. So I want to see the numbers on that fight, and I want to see where the viewership peaked at, because it's going to be interesting to see if that plan worked, because they had UFC on the app, then they moved UFC to ESPN, and then after the little ESPN prelim came on, they switched over to pay-per-view at 10 o'clock, and as soon as they switched over, the boxing came right behind it. So I want to see how many leftover people that didn't buy the pay-per-view but also watched the boxing. You know, so I think it was a smart move, kind of like what Al Heyman did with the Olympics and the Errol Spence fight. You piggyback off somebody to see if you can get some of those residual numbers that they had.
Yeah, interesting to see, because I didn't see the main event status and I didn't see the main event performance. Yeah, he got the stoppage, but he's not like the dude that is, he's not like, I don't know. It doesn't look like Valdez. It doesn't look like, Canelo. The stopping is like, I don't know. They said it themselves. He's super unorthodox. He changes from, southpaw to orthodox whenever he wants. He's just not traditional, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm only criticizing him being a main event on ESPN. He did what he was supposed to do, but I don't know. They could have made a stronger card, I think, or a stronger main event.
I thought the Vaca came in the first round and really tried to, do some things like for the first minute there. But when he started feeling that power, it was just like he couldn't deal with it. And make no mistake about it, man. Navarrete is big as hell for 122. He is a dude. He is big for 122. So he's gonna be a problem for anybody in that division. And it wasn't like he was even trying last night. Like some of the punches that he was throwing was like arm punches, and then he let some hot go. I think it's smart.
Don't get souped up on him yet, man. He ain't fought nobody. Let me tell you, you can like him, but remember, Jessie Magdaleno was the A side. Dog Bay was brought in to lose. Magdaleno got upset. Then Navarrete showed you that Dog Bay is a nobody.
But Dog Bay got to win over
Magdaleno. Check it how it all ties in.
Okay.
This dude he just fought, right? He's trained by Emanuel Robles. You could see the Andy Ruiz in him. He wanted to punch when Navarrete was punching. He just ain't had no power. But he had massive success doing that Emanuel Robles style. Get somebody in there that could punch, and Navarrete might go to sleep.
That's why, but Dog Bay can't punch. He knocked out Magdaleno, bro.
Duh, I don't think he could punch, man. And that's what I said. We just seen Magdaleno. We still need to see a little more. He doesn't look like a dude that's taking pressure well. Like, psychologically, is he all there? And he even said it, People turned his back. His wife had to tell him, like, come on, get on your bike. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he second-guessed it. He questioned, is it me? Is it the trainer? Is it the fight? Well, he don't know. So, I definitely don't know. I need to see him in another 2-3 more fights before.
What we got to see is Dog Bay back against somebody that's credible at 122. And if Dog Bay is able to beat up a credible opponent at 122, then we know a little bit more about. Go ahead.
Dog Bay need like 2 tune-ups. You can't see Dog Bay in nothing credible right now. That boy's brain is still bouncing off the inside of his skull.
The motherfucker Navarrete can punch.
And that's cool. I'd rather see Navarrete in there with somebody than come to a conclusion about Navarrete based off who Dog Bay fights now. Put Navarrete, he 122, that's easy. Let me go to the rankings. That's easy.
I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, man. Hopefully Top Rank can secure this guy.
Look, I don't even like nobody there. Okay, Ray Vargas. Give him Ray Vargas or give him Guillermo Rigondeaux.
In a new way. After a new way win this tournament, he's going up to 122, guaranteed. Guaranteed. And it's going to be a bidding war for him, too.
That's a lot of weight. And look, this division is whack.
Not really, because a new way fight in December. We're not going to see Navarrete again until September. Then he probably won't fight again for the rest of the year. So
this shit trash.
wait till the monster come up, man. He coming.
Wait till the monster. You talking about like
2020.
Like yo, Vaca was ranked number 10, and he got this fight. But it's a voluntary, right? It was a voluntary. Or was this the mandatory?
Yes, this was his first voluntary defense because he felt like this was like his first real title defense because he had a rematch with the same guy that he already beat. So
yeah,
like that was really credible for his first title defense.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's that Andy Ruiz story. You know, you got to beat him twice to make sure there ain't no fluke.
OTKP, are you sure that a new weight stops Navarrete? We see how big Navarrete is for the weight class, and we know a new weight started at 112. So 112, 115, 118, 122. Come on, man.
I'm staring at this division, and it's so not good.
We got a quick super chat right quick. DSG is so underrated. His resume solid. I totally agree, man.
Come on, man. Y'all still talking about resumes on DSG, man. His big wins. Look, I got my Danny Garcia shirt.
I see you. And
the hat. That don't mean nothing. But, like, yo, at the end of the day, like, he ain't had a big welterweight win in forever. You know what I'm saying? And his big 140 win was Matisse. So, like, come on, man. We got to stop. You know what I'm saying? Look at what Earl did to Lamont, and look how Danny fought Lamont. You know? We got to see Danny. He got to make us a believer, man. That's all. You know? And ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm already a believer with Danny. He did something Sean Porter couldn't do.
What's that? Knockout Granados? I will just keep that same energy, you know what I'm saying, and knock somebody else out.
I did pick Danny against Sean Porter, but Danny came up short. But I didn't think Danny won that fight, but there are some people out there that did think Danny did enough to win. I don't see it, but maybe he did. I mean, maybe it's a fight that we got to do a film study on.
Bruh. Navarrete needs to try to unify and maybe consider moving up to get some smoke in at 126 because there's nothing here for him. Nothing here. You need a lighter, champ? Would you?
If you're listening right now on YouTube, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. Helps with the visibility of the show. If you want to go one step farther, head over to the boxingboys.com/affiliate sponsors and click on that Amazon link. The Amazon link. Bookmark that link, save that link, and do all the shopping you do on Amazon through our link. It costs you nothing extra, but we do get a little kickback every time you use our Amazon link for your shopping. Thank you.
That one white boy with the super chat. I got 5 on it. Diaz, the man. Which Diaz? Oh, Nate.
Nate Diaz.
Nate Diaz. Nate got the win yesterday?
Nate fucked him up last night, man. Nate a bad dude, man.
Well, they say he's going to come to boxing now that he got the win, right? Did he talk about it or no?
I don't think Nate going to come to boxing, man. I think it's a lot. Man, once you see that purse he made last night, I'm like $500,000 for Nate. That's it. That ain't shit.
Exactly why he might come to boxing.
That's true.
So we talked now about that. Then now we moving on to topic numero dos.
Grace, I want to say thank you. It's an honor to come to Saudi Arabia to sit down with you guys to talk about the Mayweather-Pacquiao rematch. Saudi Arabia, Floyd Money Mayweather. I'm on my way.
I seen the show you did earlier. I seen a little bit of it, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people started changing their tune about Saudi Arabia. You know
how they changing their tune? I've been seeing that in the comments like, oh, watch these American. I mean, I think I gave more information. I did more research on Saudi Arabia. I am more sure now that we do not belong there. We have been notified not to go as Americans. All right? So you can go. You can go, and when shit hits the fan, don't expect help because they ain't giving you none.
I mean, Future was over there, you know what I'm saying? A couple guys, Rick Ross was over there.
Nicki Minaj denied. She ain't want to go over
there.
Yeah,
absolutely. I brought that up, nigga, 2 weeks ago. So, yeah, man, look, it's a lot of politics over there that we don't necessarily agree with in our American culture, but we got to respect.
I don't agree with missiles, man. I'm good off that right there.
A lot of people don't agree with violence, and I don't like missiles either in this, but I do believe if they're able to do WWE events and have a safe airport there for them, I think if a fight to back to a Mayweather Pacquiao lands in Saudi Arabia, I think you can fairly believe they will have the best security that they can possibly have.
I mean, I don't think that if Mayweather Pacquiao lands in Saudi Arabia, it's going to be for the likes of you and I. It wasn't for you and I when it was in Vegas. It's definitely not going to be for you and I over there.
It wasn't for us when Mayweather fought Attention in fucking Japan. You know what I'm saying? It's for Mayweather. It's Mayweather's Muhammad Ali farewell tour. Like, he's doing what he wants to do, getting his money, not worried. Like, he don't give a fuck about the U.S. pay-per-view right now. If he's talking about doing a event in Saudi Arabia, he's not caring about the U.S. pay-per-view. So I doubt this fight will even be on pay-per-view. It might be like a YouTube pay-per-view where you pay like $7.99 or $10.99 or $15.99 for the fight, but I don't think it's gonna be like a Showtime or anything like that.
Yeah, man.
But what do you think about the possibility of it?
I mean, there's a lot of mixed feelings, right? People saying this is old. People saying this is true. You know, there's an article from March that corroborates this, and I believe it was the LA Times that says that, let me see if I can find it here. Pacquiao, I believe. Definitely Pacquiao has this article. I'll find it and then I'll bring it up to you, man, because I don't want to, you know how that goes.
Yeah, man. I'm like I said in the beginning, I'm with Eddie. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get the best money for a fighter, and hopefully the security will be in place for the Andy Ruiz fight if it happens. And I'm the same thing with Mayweather. If he's able to go over there and broker a deal for himself for boxing Manny Pacquiao, I'm totally behind Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? And whatever is good for the sport, more eyes on the sport is going to bring more attention to the sport. It's good for us, you know what I'm saying? It's going to make shows better for us. It's going to have more audience for us. It's going to be a better live fight check for us. So if something do happen, boy, the fight check going to be even better. Goddamn it. We might be seeing in on this motherfucker. You feel me?
No, I hear you. I mean, listen, like I said on that earlier show, I have no issues reporting from it right here from home. No issues whatsoever, let that continue to be a location for the rich. He can have that fight there. We'll get it on the satellite feed, and we will discuss it, no doubt. But I quote, I heard Mayweather is talking about a promotion in the Middle East area, Saudi Arabia or Dubai, said Pacquiao in an appearance on the Fox Sports show Undisputed with host Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp and Jenny Taft. The other day, people asked me if I'm willing to fight Floyd anytime. I'm still in the sport. I'm active. I have no problem with that. So, I guess this is a rumor that's been happening for some time now. You want to believe that because of the Andy Ruiz and Joshua situation that it shook the trees and some money fell out for Money May. Or do you believe this is fake news?
I guess we'll see later this week, because I'm sure Floyd will have a picture or something in Saudi Arabia, you know what I'm saying, doing like his sightseeing and shit that he do. So we'll find out tomorrow or Tuesday if it's fake news. But I didn't never see this thing, you know what I'm saying? So he said, I mean, if it's CGI, boy, it's incredible CGI. But he said, I'm going to talk about Mayweather Pacquiao too. Like, why would he say that 2 months ago when Pacquiao didn't have any steam about him? Pacquiao got steam about him right now. People think that he's back from not the dead, but he's back in a big way, beating Keith Thurman. Pacquiao had a video where he bought a new dog, and guess damn he thought a dog's name this.
Keith Thurman, I know.
No, his name was Thurman. He called him Thurman. That was fucked up, but it's kind of funny. So I just think Mayweather's trying to get that momentum, man. You know what I'm saying? He came out with a post.
Yeah, but why is it so hard?
My name to Pacquiao.
Why is it so hard to find this original video, though?
That's, man, me and Ron and Ams had a motherfucking 3-hour discussion about
it's
where
all over Facebook and it's all over Instagram.
Where's it come from?
But where is it at on his? Like, why is it not on his page?
That's what I'm saying. Like, who recorded it? Was it his handler? Was it his
That's what I'm
daughter,
saying.
Yaya?
Is this leaked? Is this something that got leaked? Is this Mayweather stealing the shine, man? It's like y'all talking about Saudi Arabia without me? Or y'all thought y'all wasn't going to see me? I'm the Osiris.
Oh, Eddie, you got 85 million? Watch what I get.
You know,
watch what I get, boy. Because, we know, man, like, people are going to go to the fight, bro. Like, people can say what they want to say now, all these reporters and shit, but fans and too, you know what I'm saying? If Mayweather fight Pacquiao in Saudi Arabia, come on, man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Then Mayweather support Trump, so Trump gonna make sure he's straight over there.
No, he not.
You don't think so?
Bruh. Listen, first of all, America and Saudi Arabia have an alliance, but it's a weird alliance, you know, and it's not one that you want to risk your life on. Exactly. They ain't coming over there to save nobody.
I'm glad you said that. If something happened to Americans while they over in Saudi Arabia,
they done.
You high profile celebrities? Come on, Ness.
Bruh, you done.
U.S. don't stand for no bullshit.
Bruh, you done.
All right.
There's a white family on CNN right now saying that their white daughter is trapped in Saudi Arabia right now for divorcing a man and trying to take her daughter. The judge in Saudi Arabia then says she cannot have custody of her daughter because she was teaching her too much English. Bro, you crazy, man. The laws over there are insane.
Just their custom, man.
They got nothing. They not like our laws, man.
No, absolutely not. That they believe that men are superior. And
yeah, a woman's word is half the worth over there. It's crazy. Yep. And listen, all that smoke screen about now they letting women drive cars. They still executing women who are what's that called? Protesting about getting the license, bruh.
It's crazy over there. I'm not trying to defend their customers or their culture.
There was 37 executions in April.
That's their culture, bro.
Now, I'm good. That's what I'm saying. I'm good. Like I'm good. I'm chilling. Like Mayweather could do it. That's cool. You know, he'll probably be good. Like it's like you said, high level celebrity. That don't mean that one of his bag men can't come up missing.
I know, man, but I know we got that over there, but bruh, I think I was watching the news last week, nigga. 6 cops got shot in Philly because the nigga was going crazy. Yeah. He was in his house barricaded up. So I mean, like, I understand the missiles and all that shit, but I'm just saying, bro, like, crazy shit happen everywhere, man. I'm not going to sit here and say everybody in Saudi Arabia is bad, you know what I'm saying? But I think there are good people everywhere, but crazy people are everywhere too.
Yo,
radicals are everywhere.
What has a higher risk of a terrorist attack? High level. Hold on, let me finish my sentence. A high level Floyd Mayweather Pacquiao fight in Saudi Arabia, or a high level Mayweather Pacquiao fight in Las Vegas. All right, I rest my case.
No. Because I hate to go here. I hate to go here.
You could go there all you want. History shows us that nothing happened at Mayweather Pacquiao.
I'm not saying
nothing happened at Mayweather Pacquiao.
I'm not saying Mayweather Pacquiao.
But that's what I said. My man, okay, I don't want to hear what you got to say. No. I asked you a specific question. I
understand that. And I'm trying to give you an analogy to a big event.
You want to push the bar.
People got gunned down in Las Vegas.
You want to push the bar.
Concert. They got gunned down.
You want to push the bar.
How am I pushing the bar?
Because we're talking about boxing. We're talking
about a big event
I
happening.
Gave you a specific
People got gunned
event.
down at a country concert in Las Vegas, Ness. And you want to gloss it over?
No, I'm glossing it over, or is that the actions that you took when I told you June 12th the airport was missiled down, and you glossed it over?
26 people were injured.
2019.
I don't gloss it off at all.
No,
I remember.
I mean, check the comments on that show. Check the comments on that show.
We're gonna say, like I said, violence happens everywhere. Those are my comments.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we can move on. It's all good. You just got a different opinion. Gennady Golovkin, illegal fire from reducing promoter role and terminating manager. I'm reading the story about him and the Herman brothers. Like he gave them like a smaller role and Tom Lawler doesn't have the biggest
he
role.
gave Tom Lawler a reduced role, and he fired the Herman brothers and fired the trainer Abel Sanchez.
Yeah. And they said they went to mediation and couldn't get a deal done, so they're pursuing more legal ramifications against Gennady. It's kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder what Gennady thought that he could just fire him, if these guys got a contract with him.
Say again?
What made Gennady think, like, if the story from their perspective is true, what made Gennady think he could fire him if he had a contract with him? The Herman brothers.
I don't know, but this is what I'll tell you. Like I told you before, it's easier to get rid of a manager than it is a promoter, bro. Just that simple, man. So I don't know. He fired him. Now they got to prove. I mean, I read the whole story. They're trying to say they built him to this. They got him the Canelo fights, which I guess they did if they were there for those fights. But you know, if their contract was up, he got new lawyers. They're blaming it on the wife too. They want to sue the wife and the accountant. They think that the accountant and the wife are behind the scenes pulling the strings. Mm-hmm. So they want to hit him with a lawsuit as well.
They actually said they helped them broker the zone deal.
Yes, you know they did say that. So they said they want their profits, but I don't know, man. I definitely got a passport. You better check my Instagram, champ.
I want somebody.
I travel more than most of you dumb fucks in the chat.
I want Tom Lawler to get an interview and see what his role is now with Gennady. I know that they say he's in a smaller position, so I want to see how much influence that he has. Is he still actively promoting? Because we see his last fight, we didn't see what's Lawler promotions called? TB.
Isn't it K2 Promotions?
Yeah, K2. So did we see K2 or did we see Gennady Golovkin?
No, it's definitely Triple G. That's what I'm saying. His role got reduced, so now he's probably working as an advisory role for Triple G on Triple G Promotions or something like that.
It's a crazy story, man. There's a lot of little elements in there that just make you feel like, what in the hell was going on with them and their partnership with Triple G. Like, what made Triple G decide to do all this? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, dog, it's like everybody, though. Like, we seen Floyd. I mean, we got to go through the list of names that have done this before. Floyd left Bob. Oscar left Bob. Mikey left Bob. People leave. Like, Triple G don't need him no more. What I need you for? I'm here now. I got a wife now, too. I was single then. I got a wife now. She learned a little bit of something. She could do something. This other guy could do something. I don't need y'all. I'm cutting all y'all these checks. I'm the one in there getting beat the brakes off of. You know what I mean? Nah.
And my brother Max helped out too. So, yeah, I can totally see that. You know what I'm saying? He's just outgrown promotion for my people. And I think Canelo might be getting to that point too. You know what I'm saying? Where he just outgrows Golden Boy. They come up with Alvarez promotions or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gets to a certain point.
Some people just don't want to deal with all that hustle and bustle. Like, at the end of the day, you still got to be a promoter. You still got to matchmake. You still got to promote. And, like, do you really have the time for that?
I mean, we see Floyd. We know Leonard Ellerby pretty much the dude that's doing the real work. So I don't think Canelo is a front man. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like Leonard, somebody like Eddie, somebody like Lou.
You're right, man. But, look. Oscar had the same thing going on. He almost lost his company. He had to wake up. You can't always be a front, you can't always just be a face. You got to be watching out for your company because you never know, you know. Look at what happened to Oscar. How many fighters did he lose for appointing people in certain positions? He almost end up not having anything.
True. And he has a disgruntled guy right now, so we might as well bring it up. Ryan Garcia is not feeling like he's getting paid what he's worth. You know what I'm saying? Not meeting his.
Yo, expect Ryan Garcia to come out and say he signed with Canelo. I bet you. I could smell it already, man. I'm telling you, ever since he got with Reynoso, nothing ain't good no more. And he ain't saying that for no reason, man. He ain't saying that for no reason. He's seeing Canelo. He's seeing the treatment. He's seeing how big Canelo is. And you leave it to him, he think he's got it all made because he got a couple followers on Instagram. I mean, look, I don't know. I don't know what 3 million followers gets you these days in terms of revenue, but he seems to think that his 3 million are worth at least 10 million. In
Dollars?
No, worth 10 million viewers at least. He says, I got 3 million. There's no way at least 10 million people ain't watching me. And I'm like, okay.
They saying he made like, well, I don't know if the number's accurate, but 50,000 his last fight. So
he said he wants the numbers. He like, yo, I want my numbers. Why can't I see my numbers? Yo, hilarious, yo.
Smart guy though. He's very smart. Like, if I'm only getting 50,000, like, how much did y'all make?
And no, that's not. He's saying he like, yo, I got 3 million followers. My followers are gonna watch me fight regardless if I'm the main event or I'm the co-main event. But I need my money. Like, how many people are watching? Like, I got 3 million followers. That means at least 10 million people watching me. That's his assessment.
Nah,
but let's see if it's gonna get him some. Let's see if it's gonna get him some. Some more money. New contract.
We can move along. Frank Warren comes out and says he thinks that Ruiz versus Joshua is a cash out for Matchroom promotion, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking about that at first, cause when we seen the $85 million first thing report, I was like, damn, is Eddie trying to cash my guy Joshua out right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't get it, but best money for your opponent, for your fighter, win-win scenario. If you lose, you win. You got a big side fee.
Yeah, I mean, yo, listen, Frank is not the first guy to come out. Everybody feels the same way about this. You know, Saudi Arabia's left field. It's left field. There's nothing you can say except that it's left field. Everybody got to sit back and wait to see if the event is going to take off. And, we're either going to congratulate or we're going to hate on Eddie Hearn, bro. But right now, Frank is right. He feels AJ is going to lose again. He feels Ruiz has more than enough reason not to go over there and win in court. Bob feels the same thing. Bob called Eddie stupid. He said he's dumb for not having the signature signed, Look, again, I'm not gonna get hung up on signatures because I know how it works in boxing, man. But what I did see is Andy Ruiz on ESPN Deportes. I was gonna do another show about that. The holdup is definitely VADA testing and money. VADA testing and money, out of his words. He ain't going to Saudi Arabia until VADA is there.
I thought VADA was in all AJ fights.
Well, according to Ruiz, VADA testing and money. VADA testing and money.
He definitely going to get some more money, but I thought the VADA testing was standard when it came to Joshua. That's a shocker right there. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. If that's a real deal hold up.
He was specific on that. He was like, no, porque la agencia antidoping, yo quiero que esté la agencia antidoping ahí. He like, yo, I want the anti-doping agency there. VADA and the dudes, because these dudes that he was talking to knew nothing about boxing. Let me tell you, nothing. They must have just been some very popular Mexicans. One's titles was empresario, which is a businessman. So, like, I don't know. That was very vague. But they didn't know nothing about boxing. So when he started saying VADA, they didn't know what he was talking about. But yeah, it was a good interview. The dude took Andy's watch off, put it in his pocket and shit. That's some Spanish shit to do, I tell you, boy.
Took his watch off?
Yeah, like, man, you balling. Damn, look at that watch. Let me see that. Whoop, put it right in his pocket. It was good, though, man. It was good. But, yeah, man, look, Eddie knew this though. Eddie is like, Eddie knows what he's doing. He said that he was gonna get criticized. And he said everybody wanted to do it. Now look, now Mayweather talking about, Saudi Arabia, here I come. You know what I mean? Eddie said everybody wanted to do a big fight in Saudi Arabia. Everybody wanted to do one in Dubai. Everybody wanted to do one. I'm the first one to do it, so I got to get all the shit. Then someone else is going to come in smooth selling. So maybe that's Mayweather, So Eddie already accounted for this backlash from Frank and from Bob and any other competitors at the end of the day. These guys are his competitors. But nonetheless, I love that Frank is keeping his foot on his neck. He's keeping his foot on his neck so that he can't just lie in an IFL video every day and have these mindless sheep just repeat everything that he says, He says one thing, they believe it all, and it's like, no. Here are these other promoters that have been around for years. I think they mentioned on the telecast yesterday on ESPN that Bob Aaron's been around since 69. Is that what they said? Or was it 16? 69, I'm pretty sure, not 16.
I think it's 69, bro, because Bob been named almost 50 years.
No, Bob is like 80-something.
Yeah.
You said 50? No,
he's been in the game for almost 50 years.
Oh, I know he even promoted fucking Evil Knievel, bro. My man done did it all. And Bob's a lawyer, man, so he's all goody in the goodies.
Get to these news and notes right quick, or you got something else to say about that topic?
I got nothing.
Notes right quick. Jermall Charlo, source came out, says that he could be pricing himself out of the Canelo fight. Now, the source is Kendrick Johnson. He's a basketball writer, but he also does some work with Fight Hub. I think we actually met him down in Dallas, right?
Yo, why is it that somebody's always pricing himself out of Canelo fight?
I know, right? Yeah, that's the same thing we were having a discussion about. Like, is Derevchenko and Kovalev and these guys telling the truth, or is it something else? You know what I'm saying?
Man, no clue, man. You don't know who to trust in this game. It's like, look, we just talked about Frank, and they're like, come on, Ness, Frank and Eddie don't like each other, so he's bound to say that, and it's true. He could just come out and say some shit out of spite, but he ain't going to say a lie out of spite. Oh, man, we got to talk about your boy. Oh, man.
Tyson Fury says if Yard can't beat Kovalev, his career is over. That was a strong words coming from Fury. He actually had a break.
He's always looking for shock value because he can't knock nobody out. So he got to be extra with his mouth, bruh. He's corny, man.
I didn't watch the fucking Michelle Joseph.
I gotta wake up, man. Me neither. I'm done watching her. I didn't watch none of the ESPN, none of that shit. People sending me links. I'm not watching none of that shit no more.
I did watch the ESPN First Take. You know what I'm saying? Just my show.
That shit. Fuck that. Fight somebody.
He also said,
why the fuck do I care that you on ESPN First Take when you gonna clout chase? You about to tell me how you gonna knock out Wilder and how he's a bum and a dosser.
So you did watch it.
But no! That's what I'm trying to tell you. The dude is on repeat. He's a fucking tape they got a tape deck in his back and they just press play. Oh, he's a bum, he's a dosser, I'm gonna knock him out, but I'm fighting all over Wallin.
You do Mike Tyson,
Mike Tyson motherfucking damn near about to punch Tyson in the face to get his name out of him. Like, who you fighting though? Now I'm going to fight this guy, then I'm going to fight Wilder. Who the fuck is this guy, though? Give us the name of this guy. You don't even want to say it in the name of Tyson because greatness would laugh at you, especially high. He was high.
Hey, Mike said he spent $40,000 a year on weed, nigga.
He high. I was trying to do that show. That motherfucker dumb high.
I actually watched that hot boxing with Jim Jones where he said it, right?
You see how much shit he said in that episode that everybody
thought was $7 million on a necklace?
He lying.
He lying. I went to
you seen Jim Jones' face like $7 million. Yo, and Mike knew he lied. I could make one of them videos where at that moment Mike knew he fucked up because you could see his face when he like 7. Yeah, 7. You knew right there he lied and was like, fuck
so
it.
High. He was trying to sing the ball and song. Like, he was like, so fly. Yeah, hi, we ball. I was like, bro, Mike, just stop it, nigga. Not the song, bro.
They fucking Mike up over there.
Mike over there living his best life, man. Big up to Mike Tyson.
I hope this part wasn't a lie and this part right. He said he making $500K off that ranch.
A month. Crazy money, bro.
A month. And he
got a fucking he got a resort. Nigga, I want to go to resort, man. Fuck it.
Leave
I
it
want
to
to go to
him.
that resort.
Leave it to him. He's smoking $40K a month, bitch.
I want to go to that.
Yo, let me tell you, there was somebody. I want to do comment creeping on that because there was someone in the comments that broke that shit down. Right? They was like $40K a month. That they said 1 ton is 2,000 pounds. $40K a month. That's 10,000. 10 tons. They did so much math. I was so zooted. Yo, watching them comments and smoking and shit, laughing like, what the fuck? People were going crazy. They had so many opinions on Mike saying that he smoked 40,000 worth of bud. It's worth a comment creeping show for sure.
For sure. I was just, man, happy, you know what I'm saying, to see Mike happy, you know what I'm saying. He had a rough life, man.
I was more happy to see Jim Jones' face every time Mike told a lie. His facial expressions were golden, bruh. And them blunts, they had some fat. He was like, word, 7 million.
Was hot boxing for real.
Yeah,
Mike, man, come on. I know somebody clipped this, sent it to Mike, man. We need that Mike Tyson OG sponsor, big dog. Come on, man.
Tyson Ranch need to be
Tyson
the
Ranch,
sponsor.
man. Let's
go. Send them pre-rolls through, man. We gonna have to move to Cali just to get sponsored. We can't. He can't send us shit.
Fury also says that he offered Povetkin, Pulev, Miller, and Trevor Bryan the fight, but they all declined. Oh man. Yeah, I know, right? Archer better be versus
Trevor Bryan. Yo, you could tell he lying, bruh. Let me tell you why. Trevor Bryan, you never seen him fight. That's how you know he lying.
Never.
Big Baby Miller, he ain't got a license. That's how you know he lying. And Povetkin really going to turn down a chance to fight the real Fury, to fight the fake Fury? Come on, bruh.
Now,
like, you can't fool us, man.
I can't see saying no because he got his mandatory status.
Man, I don't believe none of that shit, bruh.
All right. Arthur better be fighting Govcek.
Yo, unification, October what? 10th, right? Or 18th?
October 18th, official
That's
now.
crazy. Now, look, I was going to say that, man. There you go right there. That's a prime example that Kovalev ducked Adonis Stevenson. Adonis never in his life has unified. Never. Not never in his motherfucking life. Never. When he attempted, he got out of the purse bid after losing and start talking that contract shit. Better be got like 8 fights. Both of these dudes got, none of these dudes got more than 13 fights. Go ahead.
I think Govcek do got more than 13. Don't like
I'm gonna look him up.
15, 16. But are you saying that Adonis ducked Kovalev or Kovalev ducked Adonis?
Kovalev ducked Adonis, man. Okay. That motherfucker never unified. He never even attempted to unify. People give other people so much garbage for not unifying. Better be about to go into his first unification with 14 fights. 14 fights.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, how BoxRec don't got this and ESPN announced this shit? Come on, man. Y'all fucking wilding.
Probably just slipping. Jorge Linares will fight Al Toyogon on September 7th in Tokyo. So Linares is back in Tokyo. Surprised that Linares got that big following over there. Like, is he like
He ain't got no big following over there, man. They can't pay him what he getting paid out here. He gonna fight out there so he could get a fake win and come back and get another loss out here versus a real name. 17-0 and the other one's 14-0.
All right. Vincent Fegan Butts stops Nunes in 8 in Oz Eubank Jr. showdown. Now look, I was like, who the fuck is this guy? He is the
I've been
IBO,
seeing his name all week.
Yeah, he's the IBO international super middleweight champion. So he is the #1 guy in their ranking, I believe, for Chris Eubank Jr. So this could be a possible fight for the IBO champion, Chris Eubank Jr. versus this guy.
IBO don't do mandatories.
I know, but they said they don't do him unless it is called for. So we've been hearing this guy's name a lot this week. So maybe he got a big following over where he's at. Jaime Magia says he is in no rush.
Damn, bro. We need to go to a Nate Diaz party. Holy.
Yeah.
You seen this?
Yes. Standing room only.
Wow.
Yeah. I be sitting, but shit, I be in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's
Bro,
crazy.
so much weed there, my nigga.
No,
Nate,
look at this thing I just put in the chat.
bro, Nate and them got their own motherfucking strain, so
He
you
got
know,
a blower attached to
God. They wasting weed, nigga. What the fuck they doing?
Nah, he about the whole room about
Bro,
to
I
be
know, but
smoked
nigga,
out.
they wasting this shit, though,
Nah,
nigga.
you get that contact. Everything.
Hey,
ain't nothing to
let me
breathe
a blunt
but
out
smoke.
first, nigga. Let me roll me a blunt out first, man. Then we can do it. Oh my God.
That shit crazy.
Oh my God. That's the kind of shit, dog. That smoke thick as hell too, Ness.
Mm-hmm.
That smoke extra thick. Nigga's face get covered. Shout out to Nate, man, for knowing how to throw a party, bro. Hell yeah. I'm so glad nigga marijuana becoming acceptable in mainstream color, but I know back in the early 2000s it was hard. I just didn't smoke back then, but it was hard, man. It was 2006, 2007, motherfuckers frown upon you when you say you smoke weed and shit. 15 years later.
Insane, bro. The way they just lighting all this weed up like this is crazy.
But yeah, moving right on, man. Big ups to Nate Diaz, man. Good win last night. I watched that whole card, man. Great card on UFC.
Yo, why he look like he in the garage and shit?
That's probably where he at, man. It's Cali. Jaime Munguia says he's in no rush but wants the Canelo fight. And he said earlier this week that this is his last fight at 154. Jose Uzcategui versus Dennis Duggan tops the 9/21 PBC on FS1's triple hitter. So we looking out for that next month on the 21st.
Who is fighting?
Uzcategui versus Dennis Duggan.
Oh yeah, I seen that. Duggan probably gonna get that win too. I know Uzcategui punch hard, but Duggan been on a little up. I mean, let's see how many. He probably ain't had no fights in a while because he left Mayweather, man.
I mean, he fought Anthony Durrell, and they fought somebody on Facebook Live after that. Maybe
Saul Roman.
Yeah, he fought somebody on Facebook Live.
Yeah, but look, see, that's since 2018, bruh. So he got the whole year off, man. And that's been his career, man. That's been his career, bro. Unfortunately, bro. The mama's boy, man.
Mama's boy, right?
It's fucked up, bro. Some guys just don't get it. Yo, if we hearing Andy say that shit, imagine dudes like that, right?
Man, you feel me? I already know, bro. Like, you ain't got to tell me shit.
Kovalev deal in place with Canelo. Man, he tripping.
Every beast yard, don't say there's a deal already in place. So hopefully that doesn't happen. I'm saying going for yard this week. Tyrone Spong facing charges over cougar escape in Florida. He had a cougar as a pet animal, wasn't licensed, and it escaped. So,
bro, what's wrong with this dude, man? And that's fucked up, man. I wanted to hear some news about Tyrone, for boxing, bro. Like, I know he's a kickboxer and he turned heavyweight and he's been training for a long time now, at least 2 years, man, maybe more, 3 with Pedro Diaz, and we still ain't get to see him on TV. He got some sort of WBC Intercontinental Latin champ, some type of shit like that. And, like, look, this is what we hear about him, you know what I mean? Dude got fucking illegal cougars and shit. Like, bruh, I mean, the rich don't know what to do with their money. And I don't even know if he rich. I don't know if he made it off kickboxing and whatnot, but, like, I ain't got no fucking tiger.
He got some money to go buy a cougar. That's crazy.
Oh, it's a cougar?
Yeah.
Man, what do cougars eat, man?
Meat.
I know. That's a lot of pounds of meat.
Maybe a steak every day for the motherfucker or something.
You can't be giving no cougar no meat either, man, because then he gon',
want that meat he gonna bite your ass, exactly.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck. He gonna be like, all right, I'm eating.
Hey, cougars gonna coug, you know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna happen.
Cougars gonna coug.
For real, they gonna be a cougar. James Kirkland tops the 824 card in Austin after a 4-year absence. So James Kirkland back in the ring.
Yeah, man, I got an email. He signed to somebody else. Somebody else invested money in James, man.
Why you shaking your head?
Cause, bro, like, what could you get out of James at this point?
The same thing I said about Carlos Takio.
Nah, because at least the heavyweight division is in action, my nigga. Who gonna fight James right now? Like,
at 160?
How is that money? Like, how they gonna make dough off this? Like, he ain't fought since Canelo took him apart. hard, man.
Knocked his ass out.
Canelo did a number on that dude. Them 3 rounds probably took. Look, it took 4 years out of his life, man.
Right, that left hook took his soul. Usyk heavyweight debut set for 10-12 in Chicago. I don't know who his opponent gonna be yet, but Carlos Takam was supposed to be his opponent, but he signed with new management, so we don't know who his opponent gonna be. But they got him scheduled for 10-12 in Chicago.
Look at this. Art Avanusian versus Franklin Mazanzila is a WBA eliminator. This is what I'm telling you. That division sucks. Navarrete needs to move up.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it, man. Who's on the line? We going to the callers. After these messages. What happened?
Big up to everybody out there in the chat, man. Rue, Kieran Betts, Marcus, Strapped Up Sammy, Brandon Maurice, Jokara, MB, Sensation Nora. Big ups to everybody out there in the chat, man. Don't forget, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. I got 432 watching, so y'all know I need 434 thumbs up. Come on, man. Let's get to it.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Last time I checked, I was the man on these streets. They call me residue, I leave blow on these beats.
I'ma treat him like he's a C+ fighter.
Yeah, man, I didn't get to watch that fight in Mexico, but the way you guys are talking about it sounds pretty good. But let's talk about Floyd Mayweather, man. I feel like this shit's about to take over, bro. Who knows what type of bag he's going to get? Who knows what the betting odds is going to be? Because last time I checked, Floyd is #1 and Manny Pacquiao is #2 on BoxRec. So this might be just some split shit, man, like plus 1,000 or something. Who knows? I can't wait for this fight, and this might just knock out. Arabia might just fuck with only Floyd because they know that's bigger money, so they might just be like, we're cool with Anthony Joshua coming here. You all can go somewhere else. We trying to build this stadium for Floyd. Now, that'll be some shit, you know, so that they can bring that shit back over here to America, and Anthony Joshua can redeem himself in these streets. Because last time I checked, he was in the streets kicking it with some hood niggas. Now he's going to be in Arabia fighting Ruiz. Don't make no sense. So, yeah, man. And Nate Diaz fight was raw. He needed that party. I was wondering, how is he smoking weed right after the fight? I mean, last time I checked.
It's legal to smoke weed in the UFC.
But he was smoking weed before the fight.
He wasn't smoking weed. He was smoking CBD.
Oh, man. That's crazy. Man, that's my motherfucking call. Floyd Mayweather the best. He about to steal the whole Saudi Arabia fight.
Yo, Mike, how they gonna know if it's CBD or not, right? Because obviously they're not testing you no more for marijuana.
They are. You can only have a certain percentage of THC in your body. Like they do it the week of the fight. So on fight day, you get tested, and if you're under like a certain limit, which is like a limit to where you can stop smoking. I believe Dana White said you can stop smoking like the Wednesday before the fight and be straight.
That's insane. The Wednesday before the fight.
Yeah.
Man, they bugging. All right, Mr. PBC.
You're right. CBD is weed, big Paul. My bad. It just ain't got THC in it. You're right.
Yep, sure is. Let me get out to Troy in Baltimore.
What's up, man?
What up?
Oh, you know what? Now, I'm still here. I guess now that Floyd came out and said Saudi Arabia is cool, everybody's going to drop their stance on it being such a terrible place and da-da-da-da-da-da. I get so tired of hearing that nonsense. It's not about the country. It's about Andy Ruiz just holding out because he wants a little bit more money.
Who's everybody, man? Who you talking about, man? Who you talking about?
I'm just using that word, just like you use the word. Just like, let's say some of the callers that call in, everybody. But anyway, he's just holding out for more money. That's all it is. It's nothing. It's nobody gives a damn about what goes on in that country. At least not the folks that are speaking on it, because there's nothing they could do about it. And if they cared that much, they would step up right over here in their own country and do something. There's things going on over here. So just keep it boxing and stop acting like politicians, man. It's annoying because you're lying. Okay? That's just,
Yo, Troy,
that's
you
just
got
all
a
I got to
passport?
say. Yes, I do. I'm Jamaican.
When the last time you been in Jamaica?
Yeah. A few years back. Why?
Oh, man, I'm just saying, bro. I'm making sure you stamping that passport.
Yeah.
You telling people to go to
You
Saudi?
can't make sure. No, I'm not telling them to do anything. I'm just simply saying that if we just keep it boxing, and nobody knows really what's going on over there.
What the fuck? You don't know how to use Google?
That's Google. We don't live over there. I mean, this country has its own problems, man. It was just a mass shooting a few weeks ago right here in this country, right? Take care of your own house before you worry about somebody else's, man. I'm just being as real as I can be. That's all. And you could try and double talk it all you like, but that's just the truth about it.
No, I hear you.
The same people that are saying that they hate the country because it's this or that. They're the same ones that live here. They're the same ones that live here and they see what's going on here. How many of them are doing anything about what's going on here?
Yeah,
no,
man.
Exactly.
I mean, listen, you in that bubble with Mike, man. And once you put yourself
that
in
bubble,
once you put yourself in that bubble, I don't even talk
mm-hmm.
to y'all.
Let me tell you this, right? I know this cat that went to the Dominican Republic. They were killing Americans over there almost every other day or every other week. He came and he came back over to this country, and his name is Nestor Gibbs, and he was cool. He was like, shit, I'm cool, I had fun when I was over there. That was you on vacation, man. So, when you want to talk about violent countries, during your time on vacation, they were killing American tourists over there.
Man, you gotta try to make better use of your time, man. You sound like a fool right now, bro. You and any other motherfucker that tries to compare America to Saudi Arabia are fools, man. I'm so you making us look bad just saying the dumb shit you saying for real, man.
I mean, we ain't gotta make us look bad, but when people do crazy shit in America, I mean, it makes America look bad, but it's not a reflection of the whole country.
No, of course it ain't, but it also cannot be compared.
I don't understand why we can't compare mass killings.
One is not the other.
It's mass killings, Ned. So you saying one life doesn't mean as much as another life?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that it's definitely not the same what's happening over there and what's happening over here. There's no human rights over there.
No, it's definitely not the same. I'm not saying
the
politics side.
So it can't be compared. That's all I said. I made it short by saying
a long time ago, and you guys kind of dismissed that. You know what I'm saying? So I thought we was focused on violence, so we can't complain about somebody else's culture is not like our culture. All cultures are not the same. People have different beliefs, different values, so it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, that's the easy way to say, people have different beliefs, but when those beliefs ain't right, we can't just brush it under the rug and say people have different beliefs. They're killing people. They're still executing people in public. So, whatever. Brandon, Cincinnati, talk to me.
Yo, what up, Mike? What up, Ned?
What's the business, B?
Not much. Earlier today, I'm gonna speak on some Bud Crawford because ain't too much boxing going this weekend. I didn't watch that shit. But earlier in the show, Mike, you said in order to get Danny Garcia, you need to pay him $8 to $10 million.
No. I said $7-8 million.
Ness, you agree with that?
I don't know, man. We need a Danny purse, man. We need a Danny purse.
Yeah, because we say, guys wanting more than $5 million for Canelo is retirement money and crazy. But we want Terrence Crawford, who's nowhere near the star, to pay Danny Garcia $8 billion.
You got to think about it. You got to think about it. They already offered him 4 that he rejected, but they gave 4 to Ramirez. Come on, Joe. Like, you guys got to stop disrespecting the inventory.
Top Rank didn't give 4 to Ramirez. Eddie and them gave 4 to Ramirez.
He got it. He got it, and he ain't on the level of Danny. He just building his legacy. So, you know, y'all got to stop disrespecting the inventory if y'all want to use it, man. If not, y'all going to keep getting the Ugas and the Felix Diaz's of the world.
Yeah, I think anything over $5 million is, you know, preposterous for Danny Garcia.
See, but that's your problem right there. You don't know how to assess this sport. A couple shows ago, you called in talking about $5 million for Derevchenko was good. So again, is Danny and Derevchenko on the same fucking level?
But Canelo and Crawford not on the same level, though.
Fucking dumbass boxing world. Because last I checked, Danny did a whole bunch more than fucking Derevchenko. For you to say that he should take the same shit Derevchenko's getting?
Canelo,
it's not even an argument, bro.
Y'all don't even know how to assess these dudes. These dudes in there
know how to assess boxing, yes? Huh? Canelo and Crawford are not on the same level. Canelo brings in way more money than Crawford.
Y'all gotta stop
way
using
more money
that
than
excuse,
Crawford. We know that,
man. Y'all gotta stop using that excuse, man.
You got a bad argument.
You gotta stop using that excuse, argument. Man. How is it a horrible argument?
Because Canelo is on a different level. The face of boxing. Right. He generates more money than Crawford does. Okay. We've seen it. There's evidence behind that.
Yeah, I agree with Mike on that.
Last I checked, Brandon, Luis Ortiz turned down $7 million to fight Anthony Joshua to instead fight Wilder. So money's there. Money's there. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Like Wilder said, the money's in the bag. So I don't know what y'all talking about, man. Y'all either gonna get the money to fight the fighters y'all want to fight, or y'all not. And y'all gonna fight the fucking Van Heerdens of the world.
By the way, all the money's in the bag.
Simple as that, champ. Money's in the bag. You know what I mean? They eating over there. Luis Ortiz turned down $7 million. He ain't turned it down because he ain't gonna get it. Because I know Wilder ain't turned down 20 from DAZN because he wasn't gonna get it versus Dominic on Showtime. I know people ain't stupid. Y'all talking about, you got this silly ass nigga talking about some $5 million is preposterous. Yo, he turned down 4, but 5 is too much. Man, this dude, I am so done.
I like how you bring up Luis Ortiz's name, you know what I'm saying, as a turn down, but according to his manager, who we had on the show and did an interview with, he wanted to fight. And Lewis wanted to fight, but his management team turned it down. Yeah. Lewis didn't turn it down.
Yeah. And the management, why you think he turned it down, Mike? Prove my point some more.
Because he wanted more money.
Exactly.
Lewis was gonna get that $5 million.
And where's he getting more money from?
Because the manager wanted more money, not Luis Ortiz.
I understand.
You said Luis Ortiz turned it down, not the manager. You said Luis Ortiz. You didn't say nothing about the management. So you just try to clear it up for the listeners now.
I'm not trying to clear it up. I agree with you 100%, Mike. Now, where is the manager getting more money from?
The promoter.
What promoter?
Eddie Hearn.
No. If he turned that $7 million down, where's he getting more money from? Remember, he turned it down. It wasn't that Eddie said he priced himself out. So don't make it seem to the listeners like he said, oh, you giving me 7? I want 9. Oh, I want 9. You ain't giving me 9. Oh, shit, no, give me the 7 now, Eddie. Nah, you should have took the 7. No, he ain't say that. He said, I don't want your 7. So where's he getting that type of money from?
We would have to see when he fights Wilder how much money he brings in.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know, it's funny how you change your stance. I don't really want to go back and forth, but I guess we're gonna have to because with Wilder, you automatically assume that he turned down the DAZN deal, but that Espinoza and Showtime matched him, or your words, they came damn close to it.
Wasn't Espinoza on record?
Okay, you cut me off. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, got to. Wasn't Espinoza on record saying we gave Wilder what he wanted? So I can't take Espinoza's words for it no more. He's a liar. Okay.
Kansas City Mac, talk to me, man. I'll try Mike again when he wants to have a conversation. Ignore that. Boomerang, Kansas City Mac, what up?
Man, I'm few months ago, maybe even a few weeks ago, I said it wasn't going to happen. Pacquiao wasn't going to get no fight with Mayweather. Looks like he going to make a liar out of me. So I'll be tuning in to eat crow if that happens. This is crazy, but it's probably going to take like a $250 million, man. That's guaranteed for Mayweather. This is that Middle East is different. Y'all can't say nothing about Mayweather not taking no fight outside of Las Vegas. I mean, this is greatness, man. Just enjoy it. If he does do it, it's just like Muhammad Ali, Michael Jordan, all the greats. Y'all hated them at first, and then later on, y'all appreciate it. Like fine wine. I'll be calling back, but yeah, Mayweather, man, he gonna be TV. What y'all gonna say then? I'm out.
All right, brother. Thanks for calling in. New Money, talk to me. New Money, gotta unmute.
Yo, money on top of money. What's the business, man?
What up? What up?
What's going on, Nestor? What's going on, Mike, man?
All good, bro.
Yo, man, listen. I can't, undoubtedly to me, Floyd's probably one of the best that ever laced up a pair of gloves. But I gotta really be real, man. He's been inactive for years. Like, I'm talking about championship level opponents. Pacquiao's been in and out of championship fights for the past however long. Like, he's fought Matisse, he just beat Furman. And if Floyd just thinks he can just come back into boxing after this long hiatus time he's taken out and just come onto Manny Pacquiao's level, I mean, boxing ain't really like that, bro. It's not really like that. And I think he could be in for a big surprise. I'm not even going to lie to you. And I'm a big Floyd fan.
Yeah, but he's been training with Devin Haney. We seen Haney posting pictures of that. Then we just seen new video of him jogging again. I mean, he's obviously taking it serious. And his level of sparring is not the level, I mean, like, think about it. Floyd could get better sparring than Safara or Pantera, whoever Tyson Fury fought before he fought Wilder, is all I'm trying to say. Like, you ain't got to have a Vaca in the ring to get the rust off. You could do that in sparring. I think when you're Floyd Mayweather, you could do that. I could be wrong. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Ness, that's all fair play, but listen, sparring is sparring. You know sparring is sparring. When you get under them bright lights, it's different. When you take off them
come on, champ. Floyd living the bright lights, man. He ain't worried about that.
I know this, but trust me, you can get old overnight. You're fighting Conor McGregor. You're fighting these.
Yeah, but you fight another old dude, and you're gonna fight a dude that's gonna be drug tested out the gills. He gonna be drug tested out the gills. Remember that. He ain't worried about that. He ain't worried about Pac. Pac 42. Pac old too. If Floyd old, Pacquiao old. Who took more shots?
I know, but
who got punched in the face more? Who got punched in the body more?
Listen. Ness, you're forgetting. Pacquiao just smoked Furman. That's a young man.
He smoked Thurman. Thurman ain't Floyd. And you know what I want to say, but I can't say. You know what I want to say.
Oh, Thurman not Floyd anymore?
Nah, I thought he was
our generation.
You was dying for that, you bum. You bum. Yo, Thurman, man, he'll be back. He'll be back. Don't be hating on Terminator. He'll be back. Yo, man, why they do Thurman like that, bruv? B. Paulie, what up?
What up, though, Nance? What up, Mike, man?
Chillin'.
Man, you did Thurman like... you did Thurman like that, man. Ain't nobody saying he was the next Floyd except for you, man. You put that pressure on him, bro. He gonna bounce back.
He was supposed to be, man.
I'm telling you. You was the only one who thought that. Ain't nobody in the world.
Pacquiao moms did the voodoo.
Look, nobody else was saying that except for you. But let me go ahead and get this point off because I'm at work. Speaking of Keith Thurman, I don't never agree with Troy, but Troy just Pacquiao'd your ass, bro. I don't know how you just slid up out of that and But look, Troy just hit you with that body shot that Pacquiao hit Thurman with in round 7, and you skated off to the next call, bro. When you was in the Dominican Republic, and it was a bunch of Americans getting killed, bro, and it was on the news, and people were saying
not getting killed.
They weren't getting. Oh, they was being found dead. Okay,
exactly.
But look,
and it wasn't a bunch of.
Point,
hold on, and it wasn't a bunch of Americans.
The point is, it was
no. He lied. That's why I didn't give him no. I didn't even give him no airtime. Listen, it wasn't a bunch of Americans, and it wasn't in that week. It was 12 Americans in like a 18-month span, and just because it was a lot, they started to highlight it. But that
right,
week,
I got you.
That week or the week before, it was one found, and then like another found, couples too. You know.
Yeah, right. But look, this I don't want to get all in the details. I'm just saying it was a social narrative that this wasn't a safe place to go. Meanwhile, you was there and you was fine. So sometimes, yeah, I do believe it's fucked up over in Saudi Arabia too, but. It's different places. Saudi Arabia. This is like when people say, "Don't go to America." America big as hell.
Y'all terrible.
No. Listen. I'm just saying about the social narrative. I'm comparing social narratives because I ain't never been there, so I can't compare them. I'm saying about social narratives. It is a social narrative on Saudi, and it was one on DI. No, they ain't highly comparable, but I get the point. But Troy hit your ass with that body shot, bro, and you slid up out of that. But Troy, change your goddamn smoke detector, man. Every time you call, it's beeping and shit, man. Hey, smash that like. I'm at work. I'm out of here, bros.
Peace out, man. That was funny. His smoke detector was ringing like a motherfucker. Let me see.
We got a super chat from Rod A7O. What happened to H Money? Been ghost lately. H Money had to take a vacation, man.
Let me see. Kansas City Mac, you want that boomerang?
Yeah, sure. Why not? You hear me?
Weird.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So Floyd Mayweather is gonna come out. How many years has been a legitimate fight? Since 15.
Alberto.
This is complex, man. So how you gonna break this one down? He ain't gonna do no tune-up.
He don't need a tune-up. You see how he body tension? He walk tension down.
Man, come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all stop with that tension. That little boy was like 19. He's barely 21, man.
Yo,
stop
Pacquiao,
it. Don't say that
Pacquiao
tension.
Just as
come
little.
on, man.
He gonna walk him down too.
Don't do that. Nah, man. See the double standards, man. It's like, okay, see Pacquiao, he ain't gotta go fight no Triple G, but Mayweather gotta go up another 2 weight classes to solidify. Next thing they gonna say he didn't go to heavyweight. Like they want him to be Henry Armstrong and shit. But I mean, with what he gonna come out again after that? He just gonna keep coming. So 45. He gonna fight till he's 45.
Bruh, fought till he was 50. Like, it's all good.
Stop it.
Let him get his money.
No. Okay, so why Mayweather never fight no B-High? Why he ain't gonna fight him at 160? It's different.
Who at 160?
To be undefeated. He could have fought B-Hop then. I don't want to hear about B-Hop, man. Yeah.
Come on, Kansas City, Matt. You wildin'. You want Mayweather to fight B-Hop?
Nah, man, I'm not. No, I'm just saying, like you said, B-Hop Foxy was 57, 50. Nah, man, Mayweather not going to do that.
Nah, he not going to do that. He going to pick and choose. He going to pick and choose what's right and what's good.
He ain't going to fight no young boy.
He going to fight Packy.
Why Pacquiao just can't keep fighting Earl, man? Leave this Mayweather alone, man. This is crazy.
He wants some get back. Why he can't get no get back? You want him to fight Earl, but he can't get no get back?
Hey, so did Mayweather he guaranteed this fight? Did he say he was going to give him a rematch?
He said he only going to Saudi Arabia to talk to the princes about the rematch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that, but I was hearing that after the fight, they fought the first time that he promised a rematch. But I heard otherwise.
I don't know about that. You know Mayweather ain't promising nobody nothing. Nothing.
He's Exactly. Nothing. But yeah, man, I don't have any much.
All right, brother.
This is just crazy. He gonna make a ride at me. Y'all keep doing what y'all do, man. I love this shit, man.
All right,
Appreciate
Kansas City
it.
Mac, thanks for calling in. We got a new call in the 718. 718-666. Who's this?
Yo, what's up, bro? It's Oscar.
Oscar.
I've called before, but from a different number, man.
Oscar, where you calling in from?
From New York, my man.
All right. New York
Yeah,
City.
so check it
Talk
out.
to us.
Yeah, man, so I honestly think that Mayweather, isn't Andy Ruiz involved with the PBC?
Yes.
Okay. So wouldn't it make sense for Mayweather to just drop this announcement when there's like trials and tribulations between the Joshua fight and the Andy Ruiz fight?
I
To
mean,
kind of like maybe
I see a
accentuate
connection
a little
there
bit
for
and
sure.
say, no, you know what? You know, exactly, because if Mayweather's saying, all right, I'm going to fight Manny Pacquiao, and that's going to be the big fight, then Ruiz and Joshua are like, all right, you know what? We should sign this shit because if not, they're going to take our money away. All that money that they're throwing at us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I doubt that they're going to take it away, though,
Mayweather
man.
ain't fighting shit.
I doubt
No, they won't take it away. But
I think they're
like,
just going to do
but
both
kind of like the
events,
expediting.
man.
Dude, I honestly don't think Mayweather's fighting shit, bro.
Yeah,
he's not going to fight Manny Pacquiao, man. He's talking shit. All he's doing is cloud chasing. He's trying to hype up Saudi Arabia right now. Because everyone's scared to go to Saudi Arabia. Nobody wants to do this shit. But if you see Mayweather's going to go over there with Manny Pacquiao, I was like, oh, so Mayweather's going over there? All right. You know what? I think I'm going to have to fucking go over there because it makes sense to go now.
So
now you got two big ass
this is
fights
all
over there.
propaganda then? You think this is all him trying to...
It's a fucking fugazi, bro. It's a fugazi, man. They're trying to fuck with y'all niggas. Mayweather is not fighting Manny Pacquiao. And not just that. Okay, so a couple years ago, I went to Egypt. And let me tell you something, man. Egypt and Saudi Arabia, I was doing some research. Very, very similar cultures. Very similar cultures. I never felt safer in my life than I was in Egypt. I'm talking about, I have my iPhone now, taking pictures. My boy had his camera, expensive-ass camera, walking around taking pictures. Motherfuckers are scared to do shit over there, bro. They are terrified to do anything because they will fucking chop your hands off in the middle of the fucking market. And I seen the shit. Yo, everybody's scared to do everything. It's safe as fuck. You could be outside 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. In Egypt, I don't know about Saudi Arabia, but in Egypt, if you have a passport from a different country, you could drink. They let you go buy alcohol. You could take it back to your hotel and drink it in your hotel room. But they can't drink over there. Those people can't drink. You know what I'm saying?
Listening for sure.
So it's not dangerous at all. It's not dangerous. Granted, there's shit that happens, but shit happens everywhere, all over the fucking world.
So,
you know?
I mean, I never been, but you're saying Egypt and Saudi are on the same level, huh?
I would say they're in or around the same level, yeah. Because there was a huge shit in fucking Egypt not long, like, what was it, 2015 and 2012. They had 2 rebellions over there, and everybody was terrified as shit to go over there.
Well, thanks for calling in. Appreciate it. We got you down, so we'll definitely get you for the next one. We're going to have to Checkmate Boxing. Talk to me.
What's going on?
Yo, what's up, Mike? What's up, Ness?
What up?
Hey, Ness, you remember we had that little argument about when I said that AJ was not mentally there and he had some insecurity? You like, no. And subsequently, it came out and he admitted things he was feeling. I knew that, and that's why I picked Ruiz by KO. It's the same reason why I'm picking Gennady to beat Kovalev. Kovalev is not all the way there. He learned how to be because I took a lot of psychology in college, and I do a lot of psychoanalysis because I'm in business management. So it's my mind to understand how people's minds are and where they are. You can have all the talent of the world, but if you go in there half-stepping, look at Mike Tyson versus Buster Douglas. We knew who was the most talented. Mike was not focused. He had a lot of Japanese prostitutes and drugs and everything the night before. Mike wasn't there. So from that, I started understanding more about the psychoanalysis of fighters and their mindset going into these fights. This is the reason why Kovalev will lose, because he is not there. He's already mentally past that realm of no return of being a great fighter. And this is why that young lion, Gennady, will win. And so to understand it, and this is last I'm coming. Listen, so check this out. So the thing it is about AJ, his thing is he has this need to please. right? And he knew he had to contend with what Wilder did. So he was going up against so much. His mind was probably 30% there. He was just too much stress. And I knew he would lose by KO. You know, in addition to not being able, he's built for power, not speed, and knew he could not beat Ruiz. I also told you guys that there will be no rematch in 2019. The Saudi move is just a ploy. It's a business move by, notice there was no boxing there. Then all of a sudden they're going to get to the point of like, we're going to have to call a fight off. There's not enough time to train. I guarantee you guys there is no rematch in 2019. Muscle memory is a real thing. Nephew box. You know how it is. You can't change up your style in one fight. Trainers will tell you they can't even train a new fighter in one fight. It takes at least 2 to 3 fights before they even get that rhythm. I'm telling
Dominic
you,
Brazil,
AJ is not built.
Dominic Brazil took the Wilder fight with a trainer from one night. You know what I mean? So AJ could do the same.
And what happened? And what happened?
Yeah.
And what happened?
But he did.
And what happened?
Sergey Kovalev had a new trainer in his rematch against
But guess what? But he told. Listen, you just proved my point. You just proved my point, Ness. You know why you just proved my point? Wait one second, Mike.
He don't want to hear me. He don't want to hear me.
What did he say? I didn't hear him.
Go ahead, Mike.
Go ahead, Mike.
Sergey Kovalev changed his trainer in one fight, Buddy McGirt, and we seen a totally different Kovalev. More jab, more movement, and he beat Alida Alvarez.
Ooh, you can't even talk back. I killed the Mike. You killed him.
I big up to him because I wasn't listening to like what he was saying about the psychology. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, call into the bench show, my nigga.
I'm just teasing because but he been calling that shit. You know what's the odds on that? We got to check if there's odds that the fight don't happen, man.
You got to get on Bovada, man. I think Bovada got them kind of odds because they had the odds of who will Fury say in the post press conference name. Who name would he say? And Wilder was like a plus 400, and AJ was a plus 300 and all that shit.
Man, he should have known he was gonna say Wilder clout chase.
Javi and Kill made money from that shit.
I'm sure that was it. That was obvious. I would have made a ton if I'd have known that bet was there because he can't keep that name out his mouth, man.
We got a super chat from Junior Allen, not saying anything, just showing some love. So big ups to you, Junior Allen. Thank you,
bro. I want Wilder and AJ to freeze him out, man. They like, yo, you ain't fighting nobody. Look, at least AJ says something like, what I'm going to do if I take a tune-up? Go fight Oda with Wildin'? He said, yo, that was my spawn part in 2016. Damn, yo, shots fired at the champ. We going out to Noah and Cali. What it do?
What's up, Noah?
Noah.
What's poppin', Mike?
What up?
That man. Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir. You the man.
Yeah. What's poppin', Mike? All right, man. This Floyd shit, man, that's interesting, man. And ain't really too much to go about. This nigga Fury fighting. I'll be back in a second. This nigga Fury fighting out of Wildin' and shit, man. This is bullshit, man, on top of bullshit. But I was listening to his interview on BT Sport, and according to him, he was basically saying that he fought him too early. You know what I mean? Like, he shouldn't have fought Wilder the first time right there. He was talking about what his dad said, how his dad said that...
Bruh, I heard that too. I heard that too, Noah. But you know what? I don't want to hear that shit. He was out here talking that Dawson shit, talking that you bum shit, and now you on every interview saying how your parents didn't want you to fight and how you shouldn't have fought. And come on, man. You making excuses. You making excuses. You sound like AJ right now. You a hypocrite. You laughing at AJ, but you sound like AJ. Come on, bro.
Worse. Exactly. That makes him worse than AJ. Because at least we know AJ might have some kind of mental, you know, I don't know, he's a puppet kind of. You know what I mean? 1 minute he'll say something, and then Eddie Hearn will correct him, and then that's the new line. And it's like, I bet. But what I'm saying is that it's just really like, just like a boy was talking about the psychology of a fighter right now. It really gives us another peek into his psychology, into what was really going on in his mind during that first fight. He was afraid then, and all that false bravado is false bravado. It's exactly what it is. And now he's getting on here telling us straight lies out of his mouth that he's gonna go life and death with Wilder. Are you stupid? Fury don't describe me as stupid. Yeah, you're gonna go swimming with chunks of steak on your neck around great whites. That's what you're gonna go do? That's it. That's what you're going to do. That's what you're going to sit up here and tell me, and I'm supposed to believe that shit. So it's like, he's afraid, bro. If nothing else, my whole call was to state the fact that he's afraid right now, or he decides that rematch. This is more proof that he's afraid, and he's just trying to figure it out as he goes. But now he done wrote a chat that his ass can't catch.
Well, all right. No, thanks for calling. You know what I took from one of those Fury ones was he said his father. He did it because his father told him don't do it. You know, I did it because I had to prove my father wrong. My father didn't think. My father said I was going to get knocked out. So that's why you got all these tune-ups, because you still did get your ass knocked out. We still heard your family like, oh, my God, no. Like, oh, no. No, don't do it. You know, like, they don't want that smoke again, man. I'm telling you. It's crazy, man, because, Odawa Wildin, Tom Schwartz, that should not be the path, man.
Wallin.
That should not be the path. That doesn't bring anything to the table. You know what I'm saying? In terms of building the fight. That's not building the fight. It's just not building the fight. You know? They need to stop. He using his name at this point. You know, every interview is when you gonna fight Wilder. Now he's announcing dates. Did Wilder announce February 22nd? This dude keep announcing dates. I'm telling you, his 15 minutes of fame are up. All the questions are and roads lead to Wilder. It's over. He trying to squeeze another one is the rumor. He trying to squeeze a December tune-up. Like, I mean, if this ain't a mental cash out, he got the nerve to talk about AJ. If this ain't a mental cash out, you trying to get all these tune-ups. Don't get brainwashed into that word. These are checks. These are checks. You know what I'm saying? He collecting that as much of that 100 million as he can. That's what this is. This ain't tune-ups. These are checks. Remember, Danny Garcia got $800,000 for Rod Salka. And that's an old contract, Mike. That was Showtime, Mike. That ain't that ESPN money. How much are they breaking Tyson out of that 100 for these fake fights? These are fake fights.
Yeah, man. Like, me and Chris was talking not too long ago when the fight got announced. And I was just like, bro, they wasting money, man. They wasting money.
I don't know, man. I can't see Alexander Povetkin turning down a top 3 heavyweight. Like, he always tried to fight the top.
According to Mark Krieger, it was 8 figures. I try to keep a straight face, man.
Yo, and the shit is like 8 figures. Like, I don't know. Maybe you gotta Google it, yo. But like 8 figures isn't 7. You know what I'm saying? Like, they wilding out there, throwing that around. They giving Povetkin $10 million. He turned down $10 million. He said, "Nah, I ain't ready. I'm gonna get another $10 million offer to fight Tyson Fury on ESPN. So I'm going to wait. Because I know I could get that again. I could get AJ. I could get AJ and make $10 million. I could get Wilder and make $10 million and do it on it. So I'm going to wait. That's what Povetkin and his team said. Them Russian investors that he got, they put all that money up to fight Vlad. Like, he got a dumb team, right? No, he don't. Believe that shit. Mark Krieger lying out here, man. Brian in Hawaii, talk to me.
What up, B?
Oh, shit. Brian said, no talking to me. No talking to me. On that note, I am your host, Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. Catch us on the next one, which will be 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central, 6 a.m. West Coast, 2 p.m. UK tomorrow. Peace.
Gross1911 on IG and Gross2312 on Twitter, and catch us at 5 o'clock for the Patreon Untitled. If you're a member, if you're not a member, head over to patreon.com/theboxingvoice and sign up now for as little as $3, and you can catch me and Ness getting a little bit more intrapersonal with ourselves on Untitled. Peace out.
Peace.